Welcome, my amazing soul tribe. I love and appreciate all of you for taking a few minutes with me today. So what I want to talk about today is 7 ways to lean in or learn more about your purpose. It's the one thing that most of us struggle with, and we're always trying to figure out, wow, what's my purpose? There has to be more to life than this. Like, what am I doing here? And we all have a beautiful purpose. It just may not be exactly what you think of when you think of your purpose. So first and foremost, number 1, learn a meditative practice. I used to think that meditation was for some weirdos. Not anymore. And I had read the book, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, and that really helped me learn how to meditate and how beautiful that practice was with getting in touch with my intuition and allowing me to find guidance and direction within me. Your purpose is within you. You know, and you can figure that out from listening to the voice within. But number 1, learn a meditative practice. Regardless, it could be a moving meditative practice, it could be still, it could be yoga, whatever you need to do for a meditative practice. But if you read that book by Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now, it will really support you. Number 2, you want to practice feeling energy. The book is also good for that too. Feel the energy in your hands, in your fingertips, around your body. Rub your hands together and then move them in, back and forth like this. Try to feel it, right? Or when you're in that meditative state, try to feel and imagine the energy around your fingers. Start there, and then around your toes, and then coming up through your body and connecting. So practice that. That's number 2, right? Because these are all great ways to get you to get clear on your purpose. The third thing is to begin to build your intuition muscle. Right? I talked about this in some of my other videos, how you slow down, how your intuition may come to you, how you can listen to that voice, and tell the difference between your intuition, your spirit talking to you, and your ego. So practice questions, right? You can even go as far as muscle testing, and I'll do another video on that. But intuition, practice asking yourself questions and listening for the information, trying to be still enough, quiet enough, calm enough, that you can hear the direction that you have and the guidance, that you are connected with the source. It's within you. So, meditation, practice feeling energy. Number 3 is, intuition. I can't say it enough. Number 4 is I want you to assess your strengths. Often we're always focused on, let me figure out what my weaknesses are, right? And then you work really hard to get better at that. Instead, assess your strengths. There is an amazing assessment online. It's called StrengthsFinder 2.0. And you can take that to get a very broad understanding of some of your strengths and help categorize what those strengths are. And it's really lovely because it gives you some additional detail. And I think you can find it online under Gallup. But if you Google the StrengthsFinder 2.0 assessment, take it online, it's really helpful for your strengths. But not only take that assessment, ask people around you to help share with you, what do they feel your strengths are? What do they think you're good at? And trust me, everybody has strengths. Everybody. And number 5, I want you, sorry, my allergies are annoying today. I want you to think about what brings you joy, what gives you passion. That's also going to get you closer to your purpose, because that passion, that joy, that happiness, that is how you know you're energetically on the right place, in the right place, and leaning into your purpose. So even if you don't get paid at it, what are the things that bring you joy, that bring you passion? Is it just loving people? Is it being a great mother? Is it being an amazing partner? It could be the simplest things. Is it volunteering? Is it cooking? whatever it is. Explore those, evaluate them in your life, write them down. They're going to help you get closer to your purpose and help you identify what that is. Number 6, turn your pain into purpose. Everything you've been through in your entire life, everything has been building you up for your re-remembering of exactly who you are and why you're here. Okay? So please, really, really, really work towards remembering what that pain was, but now think back and be like, how does this serve me? What did I learn from this experience? I had overheard this anecdote or story that this one woman had said she was grateful for being sexually assaulted. Now, who in their right mind would ever say that, right? But for her, she knew that that experience for her helped lead her to her purpose work, and that she could identify with other sexual abuse survivors because she had had that experience. And without it, she wouldn't have had that understanding or that frame of reference. It's kind of like you want no one ever be in that club, kind of like losing your mother. My sisters and I say that all the time. Because we lost our mom tragically, suddenly, and unnecessarily, we're in this club that before we would have no understanding of that. But now that we do, we never want to see anybody in this club. But once they are in that you lost your mom club, you know a pain that only each other can understand. So that's the same thing. Turn your pain into purpose. I want you to contemplate, write it out, whatever it is you need to explore those painful things that you've been through, terrible relationships, whatever, loss. How has this taught you something? It's definitely related to your purpose. And last but not least, is I want you to think of number 7 is think of your purpose as a big umbrella, right? Don't think of it as like, oh, I have to be a doctor, I have to be a nurse, or, that's my purpose. No. Purpose is really this big umbrella statement, this umbrella notion. So that way it's overarching and it's encompassing that all of the little things that you do in your life, then you can know, hey, does that relate to my purpose? And if not, then I'm not going to do it. So for me, my purpose is to help individuals love themselves more abundantly and love themselves and others. Let me not forget that. More abundantly through self-awareness, self-reflection, and self-improvement for the highest and greatest good of all. So do you see how broad that is? Whenever I'm choosing to do things in my life, that's how I measure if it's right for me and if I should spend time doing it. If it doesn't fall under that umbrella, my purpose umbrella, then move on to something next. So for you, your purpose may be, you do purpose work every day. Maybe you're just very motherly and you just love all kinds of kids. Maybe you send baked goods to your neighbor just because you knew they were having a bad day. Maybe you just spent a few extra minutes talking to the elderly person who you see at the park by themselves. That is part of your purpose. It is an everyday journey. And maybe your purpose is just to spread more love. Maybe it's to spread wisdom. Maybe it's just to spend time that people get to experience you. So I want you to reframe that umbrella. And when you get to that practice of meditation, intuition, feeling energy, understanding your strengths, understanding what brings you passion and joy, and then reframing it in that context, you're gonna get closer and more clear on what your purpose is. Ask yourself while you're in meditative state. Ask yourself, what is my purpose? What I'm here to do? Maybe you'll hear a word. Maybe you'll see a symbol. Maybe you'll feel something in your body that'll motivate you. Maybe a random TV show will come on and it'll be giving you messages, or a random song to help guide you in that direction. But I bet your bottom dollar that if you practice these 7 steps, you are going to get more clear on what your purpose is. And if you already know your purpose, feel free to leave them in the comments. And if you don't, feel free to let me know all of the 7. What's your meditative practice? Have you practiced your intuition? Have you explored feeling energy? Also, but be sure to tell me what brings you passion, what brings you joy. What were your results on the StrengthsFinder 2.0 assessment? And how did you turn your pain into your passion and your purpose? I would love to know, and I would love to hear about it. I love you all. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. And I look forward to sharing this journey with you. I love you all unconditionally.